amazing afternoon. Let me post up on Twitter the link so we can grab some more people. They always say, hey, I'm waiting for your link on Twitter. So let me share that out. 2 seconds. Maybe some people are logging on now too. You guys got the notification to join me live. We've got gold up in the background. Are you excited about this? Gold in the background. We're going to talk a lot about the SPY, VIX. April Fool's is tomorrow. Are they trying to fool us? What do we have going on in the stock market, in the crypto world? Are we going to be breaking out to 400 today? Let's check it out. Let's look at it. Let's look at the stocks that you want to bring to the table. If you like my live stream, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. I do this to help you guys, so please remember to buy me a cup of coffee as a thank you. There's a link down below for buying me a donation cup of coffee. As a mom of 2, I can definitely use the coffee, right? Who can't use an extra? Let's get into it. So I'm going to show you a little trick, right? Check out where we are. We are hitting a cool fib level, right? I teach people about that on one-on-one trainings. All right, let's go on the 24-hour chart over here. Let's link up the symbols, make them all the SPY, and readjust this. Hello, Terry. Hello, Investor Lucifer. Hello. Oh, you can see I was doing my training stuff today and had these. I'm going to turn off the cross so it's not green all over the place. Right there. Seems like we're topping out. Volume is dropping off. Let's check the 15. Actually, let's check the 5-minute chart here. Where is the volume coming in? Big volume right here. If we go below this, might have to wear the bear hat, right? Setting up for this to fail to the downside. The second that we go below this orange line again, feels like a bottom will be happening. Bonjour, je comprends. Je suis in Montréal. So, looking for this to potentially roll over here, but wait for confirmation above this. Yeah, we'll check out SQ, plug, edit. Is it OTRK or did you mean to do overstock? On track, okay. All right, and enter. They showed up down there. Perfect. Okay, so let's check out the SPY. So the SPY, we are surging higher. Maybe we'll hit up to the 399 level up here. Maybe not. Market was giving 50 to 60% every day, but 2021 market is 3 to 5%. You know what? 3 to 5% day after day, ASIF will still continue to grow your account, right? Don't get sad about that. Not every day works with every single trading style. Keep that in mind. Maybe you need to look at something else. Hey, if it's not working that way, be aware. Maybe you change it up a little bit. Right? Let me make this full screen so we've got that black background right there. All right. So we're testing, hey, watch to see if we break up above 397.50. That was our high. And if we do, hey, guess what? Maybe we're going to surge up here, up to this level. Maybe not. That would be a pivot if you guys do not know. And I'll turn off those Camarillas too. Check Adobe. Yeah, we'll check. I'll add Adobe on here too. You guys are going to keep me busy today, huh? I got to go out and run errands for my little ones. I got to put together the Easter baskets. The Easter bunny has to do its work right here. Shh, I hope there are no kids watching. I just totally spoiled the Easter bunny. All right, so the SPY, nice trade to the upside today. And we have the Qs as well, rebounding, squeezing those shorts, breaking up above this downward trend line. Some volume came in, surging up. IWM as well, moving to the upside. And we have these volume weighted anchor price right here. We'll see if this breaks up above 221. We did have, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Forex Factory here. So we do have President Biden due to speak at 4:20 today. This is something that we do not see typically on Forex Factory. Very rarely do they have his press announcement. They used to always say when Trump was going to talk. So maybe something is going to happen to the market after the close with Biden's announcement. We shall see. First time in a while that we have seen that the draw was, it's actually red. So it's still not more than what they were expecting. And so this is not good. The one time, why is that? It's not even, it's less. It's not looking good. How can oil be surging when we have a surplus of oil? Can you explain that to me? Does that make any sense whatsoever? That oil is surging when we have a surplus? It does not make sense to me and affecting the market. Dow Jones is the only one that is down right at the moment. We do have this box that we've been trading in for a little bit since the middle of March. Yeah, bad scientist, it might be that. That's according to what it said, yeah. So we will see. Maybe that could be why X for steel is going up so much. We also have gold finally moving in the background. How about silver? Silver is up today as well. Gold and silver are up. Usually when the market goes up, gold and silver go up. So it has been trading symbiotically with market. We have banks. Today is the end of the month of March, end of the quarter, and end of the fiscal year for banks. So keep that in watch. We did top off, right? Our big volume. I wish they had equi-volume candlesticks. This is something cool that I did discover. Is it right here? No. Here? No. Here. I think it's this one. Right here. Fixed range volume histogram. All right, so we are below, you guys can see this, we're below all of the volume, fixed range volume histogram right here. And when we look at the volume weighted anchor price, let me take that off. The volume weighted anchor price is at this one right here, 34.11. So we're hanging out below that as well. I'm not sure why it's not showing up over here. I think if I go to a 45-minute chart, it will. There we go. 34.08 on the shorter time frame. It's weird that it shows 34.11 here and 34.08. So we are pulling back below this downward trend. Good afternoon, Walter. We're pulling back down below this trend line. So if this starts to come back down, hey, let's do a little drawing here. Ah, thank you, Madeline. Same to you. This might go like this, right? Next wave, maybe down to 32. Then we do another bounce, and then maybe down to 31 down here. So I'd be watching that sort of price action. However, we might have the elevator down, end of the quarter, end of everything. We might have the elevator down today. So keep that on watch. Another big thing, you guys have heard me talk about it. What is the crypto coin that I have been talking about for weeks? Anybody have the answer? Dun, 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 dun. Also, did you guys notice that we have XLF? There's a couple that also in the crypto space that have, nobody wants to answer? You got it. I was going to say, you guys are being quiet. That's right. You notice that XLF and we have XRP with the cryptocurrencies. It is bouncing. We're in the midline right here. We had a big whale. Let's check out Clank app. This is a great one. So I do follow the dark pools of the stock market. Yep, you guys got it. You're good. You are good. That this follows the whales of the crypto space. I love this. You're shaking your head, or you want me to look up the ticker SMH? Holland Properties. Don't know, right? It could be either way. But check out the big whales, right? 98 million XRP, 51. Okay, I'll add it on, Holland Property. I didn't know if you were going. Nope, I'm shaking my head on that one. Yeah. So we have the big whales, right? 55 million, 55 million. You're able to see, hey, look, this is the same account, right? That was done 2 days ago and then again today. So where is this account, right? It's internal. They're moving money. Maybe this is Garlinghouse. Maybe this is the other guy as well. Maybe that's their BitThumb account. Who knows? But we have it here as well. So for 3 days in a row, these are the really big whales moving 98 million Ripple, right? Seems like they're positioning the Ripple. Maybe a ripple effect will happen. And these are the big trades of today. Look, 11 million Bitbank internal, 6.8 million, 2.75 million. So this is having a lot of traction, right? And we're at places where we've seen whales in the past. Just got your internet back 2 minutes ago. Where are you, Old Salt Trading, that you lost your internet? Exactly, Salvatore, 100%. So this is also good if you guys ever have issues. Downdetector.com or whatever your country is, this will tell you, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jacob. Yeah, I will for sure. So you're able to see when a waive broadband, no idea where this is, but it's starting to have issues. This will show you when there are outages of NIA. Oh, North Indiana. All right. And then also outages.com will show you, oops, that's not it. Anybody wants to buy it? Apparently that's for sale. Poweroutage.us. There you go. I was close. This will show you if there are any power outages. Like say there's a big storm or something, or there's something going on. This will show you where there are outages and how many people are affected. So right now it looks like everything is all good. And the other one's pretty cool for if there's internet outages or anything like that. So Ripple is having a lot of, see, I need to study my states more. Never been there, so I need to study my states more. So Ripple is really having some big action on it. And when we look at it right here, this was a support area, resistance. Hey, we broke above it. Then this was the next one right here. We had a bit of a whale that came in on this day, and it was something like 98 million. When we go, it wasn't this one. This one is more recent. This is 10 hours ago. That was the biggest whale. I think it was this one, 98 million 5 days ago. Would that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope, 7, 8 days ago. So this was 8 days ago. So I usually will look and add that big one and say, hey, let's do a little math right here. And that was just an internal though, right? It doesn't mean that it was necessarily traded. It just means it was transferred at that price. So I'll still look at it and I will still assess it. See a coin is having big movement as well. So you're able to see all of this stuff, but it looks like this is 55, we'll call it 55.25, 55.56. So when we come over here, we're just below that. So 2 days ago, 55 right here, maybe. So we're having big whale activity. Now, is this all selling or buying? I don't know. They say Ripple will be 589. Do you think these are nightmares? Is it Metaline or Metaline? Metaline, I'm going to say Metaline with a long I. That I personally think that it could go up even more in the long term. In the fact that this is likely going to be part of a new banking system that will be going into effect. And we're at the end of the fiscal year for banks right now. So we might see that that's going to play a role in banks pricing coming up. Metin name. Okay, Metin. So I think personally that we will see this, they built it to be 10,000. This is slowly going to be potentially adopted into this new banking system, full adoption by 2025, November of 2025. Could happen earlier, depends on the rate of adoption. But they're going to use this new banking system coming up, and it will be increasing in value as the adoption happens. So at that time frame, you could look at it and say, all right, well, they also wanted to have, let's see, they have 55 more, divide that by 12. So that's 4.58 years, roughly, which would be by the end of 2025, all of the coins would likely be in circulation because they want to issue them out 1 billion a month, right? So it might shoot up really quickly or it might drop down. Francois, to me, the SEC investigation, they are looking at Ripple because it has value, right? Why would they be looking at something that has zero value? They're likely looking at it because they want to be able to confiscate it because they know that it's going to have value in the future. And remember, there's a lot of unfortunately greedy people in the world. And if they can say, hey, if this is going to be the one that's adopted by the world currency system in this new ISO 20022, do that research, I'll put it in the chat. So it's ISO 20022, that if it's part of this new banking transfer system, there's going to be value to it. Hey, wouldn't that be great if we could confiscate all of the remaining coins? Do I think that it will get there? Personally, that they will confiscate the ones that are not out yet? No, I don't think it will get there. I think that likely the case will probably be thrown out because they just allowed the XRP holders the ability to interject into the court case and file their use for it. So if they're going after the CEOs and saying, hey, you were selling all of this as, you know, making it as part of a contract for investment in your company, they're saying, no, we weren't. Therefore, it's not a security. This is still a crypto coin. You got it, Walter. They're going to likely try to potentially see if they're able to confiscate it, but I highly doubt that that's going to happen. But I highly believe that this will end up being a currency for around the world, personally. That's my thoughts on it. Okay, so let's continue back to stocks. You guys threw up a couple. You want to see Riot, GME, SMH. We'll put SMH here first. Not shaking my head. Oh, what is that even? I don't even know. All right. Add those on. So let's look at the list today. Let's also look at the majors. So we have Apple in here. Apple was on my list as well to the long side today. And sure enough, it broke out up above 122. Testing that 425 on my 45-minute chart. We're testing the volume-weighted anchor price from the highs back here. Right here. Right before we rolled over. So are we going to be able to break up above 123.44? Well, we went up there for about 8 seconds. Maybe this is going to be a reversal rollover point for the market. Let's also check out Microsoft. Microsoft is also surging, but remember I kept saying 238. That is the level to watch. Looks like we could have a bit of a distribution or consolidation pattern right here. Don't know which direction just yet. But 238 to the upside and 230 to the downside. If we break above, heading up to 246. If we break down, heading down to 222, in my opinion. Let's also look at Google. Google has been in that sort of block as well, right here. Big block. Have we gone anywhere significant? No. Nowhere significant yet. We're still hanging around in between these levels. In fact, I might tighten this down to 210 area right here. Excuse me, 2100. Looks more like that 2100 and then, like 2000 level. So 100-point move. If we go up, 100 points to the upside. If we go down, 100 points to the downside to 1900 down here, which would make sense, right? You would anticipate that move up and then maybe consolidation and then drop or surge higher. All right, XRP. SR token. Yep, I'll check that out. Mike Jal. Let's see. SHR token. I don't see it. I don't have access to it right here on TradingView. Mike. So really looking, a lot of these have sort of had that same pattern. Let's check out Amazon as well. So Amazon, we need to break up above 31.50 for this to break out to the upside. We've just been going sideways in the meantime. That's not really significant movement. Over here, we did go sideways for a bit, and then we shot up, came back down, tested it, came up, back down, tested it, shot up again, and really hard to hold up above 3,400. Came down, bounced, and now we're testing that volume weighted anchor price. Almost 31.62 would be that level, so another 50 points higher. If we're able to break up above, maybe we can even pull this down a little bit more. It looks like every time we went up above, so maybe 31.25, maybe that's the level to really watch. 31.25 down, and we'll bring this down here. 30.25. So a 100-point move that way as well. So 100 points up or 100 points down, depending on which direction we break. We went over Apple. Chewy today was in beast mode. Shot up early pre-market and then failed and just sort of plummeted down, following those moving averages to the downside. Looks as if we have support down here roughly at $86. Interested to see if this 86 holds or if we pull down further to 83.50. NEO today had a little bit of a bounce, but did not really break out one way or the other. It's been going sideways. Looks like maybe we're ready to roll over again for another move back to the downside. T-Cent, well, we had T-Cent's major sell-off, right? We had the major sell-off that happened, and then there were the hedge funds that had to liquidate, and then the banks followed suit, and so we had a bit of a dead cat bounce, and now these same ones that had dead cat bounces look to be rolling back over again. So it's a typical pattern. Just watch for them, right? Watch for these patterns. So X, hey, maybe these people got in. Oh my goodness, infrastructure. They rode it to the upside, and today we had a little trade to the upside and also one to the downside here with a little support coming in here down at about 12.30. Maybe they're getting back in. Infi today had a move to the upside and to the, what happened? Looks like it's not trading. Was it halted? Market closed. 329. Oh, this is a different stock. Haha. I didn't do the US one. My fault today. So Infi, let's break it down really quickly. I would have done it over here. Had big volume yesterday and up here. In cartoons called Simpsons, one of the children for Ripple writes that one of the children will be $589 more. They show prophecy in some cases. Do you think this is true? They do definitely show some things. Yeah, for sure. Like they said that Trump was going to be president way before he was. So that does somewhat hold true, that they do post things like that. Now, exact dollar amounts, I don't know. I've seen Ripple at 1,000. I've seen Ripple or XRP overtakes Bitcoin. I've seen XRP makes the 1%ers. I've seen all sorts of crazy things. I think, let's see if I do it 31st. Hold on. I'm going to show you something, a really cool calculator, if it's on here, because I think it was on here today that I was looking at this. Let me see really, really quickly. I think it was here. Yeah. Well, this has to do with XRP investors. So maybe this was yesterday. We'll look it up. Okay, so have you guys ever heard of gematria? You guys ever heard of like numerology and things like that? I check out these cool things. Have you guys heard of this? So, WN. Yeah, we'll check it out. Yeah, and they legalized it in New York. So, gematria is like riddle solving with words and numerology. Decoding last night. Yeah. So I put in the 31st. Today is the 31st. Maybe I put in March 31st. I think I put in March 31st. Well, in any event, let's go to 31st. So I'm on, oh no, did it disappear? I'm on the 31st right now. That's what I was on. And what's interesting is I actually found XRP is here. So it's got these weird words like, but sometimes you can see signals and things in here that are pretty cool. Like I keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. It's down here. And it says XRP investors. It keeps popping up in this calculator. I think I did March 31st, right? March 31st. Match. And it takes a second. And then you scroll down. So I kept scrolling. This is what I did this morning. Donald Trump star. Open heart surgery. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Love is everything. Trump, you're fired. Supermarket sweep. So I just got curious. I was like, let me just check it out, right? And let's see. There, it's all in caps. Kept scrolling, and it said XRP 1%ers. Donald Christ Trump. Where was it? Did I already go past it, guys? Check out Waffu, the ticker, or sorry, let me look here. I might have gone too quickly. Tell me to stop. You guys have a 15-second delay, so that won't help. Where is it? I forget sometimes what I search. It's in capitals. It says XRP 1%ers, the spy who loved me. There we go. Huh, I skipped it. Today, XRP 1%ers. So it's cool. And then yesterday, I think I did March 30th. How do you spell 30th? There we go. 30th? Well, in any event, check it out. I can't remember how to spell 30th and 11th. All right, so Impy. All right. So play around with it. It's fun. Then, so we Impy HGEN as a potential short today. Continue down. CS as well. Credit Suisse had a big drop. Seems like maybe it's bottomed out down here. Riot. I know you guys wanted to check out Mara as well, I believe. So Riot today had a big bounce. This morning Bitcoin was down, and now it has had a nice resurgence to it. Riot moved to the upside. Also Mara as well had a nice run up. Finally broke up above 44.24, that ascending triangle. And so to answer your question, Medaline, that I think it could potentially be more. In that decoding stuff, I saw XRP overtakes Bitcoin, XRP at 1,000. So seen some cool things that are happening. And Bitcoin could be dropping away, could be decimated very quickly if natural disasters happened. Also, you know, it's like the GameStop of the crypto space, in that it's the low volume, the low supply with only 18 million. And so it can surge really, really quickly, and then it drops really quickly too. So it's a very volatile coin that some people like to trade for quick gains, but you can also go to something like XDC and see that XDC, hey, we also had a nice move on this. Guess what? You don't just have to trade something super crazy and expensive. If you held this from over here up to here, guess what? You made 19% of your money. So you don't necessarily have to trade the super low float ones to be able to continue to make money, right? It's recognizing those chart patterns. This was at the bottom of a channel. You get into it, hey, 20%, we have a couple days. Maybe this is going to move up in 3 days and you'll make 60%, right? If you go from here up to here, okay, 70%. Maybe it takes 4 days. You can make 75% of your money. In the XRP case, I think it is not a security that will prove it's right, but we need to give it the support it deserves. As investors, I believe that it will win the court. Yeah, I believe that it will win. But we're not investors, right? Kind of, if you're holding that coin. It's a currency. You have to remember that these are all cryptocurrencies. That's why the markets are open 24 hours. All right. So, you know what, Walter? Like-minded people are drawn to like-minded people. Last one on the short list ended up being a big bounce today was Yandex. And I think I picked the wrong one again. Yeah, I did the Yandex on the other exchange instead of US. Yandex on the US exchange is much lower. However, it still had a nice run to it, breaking up above 63.30 up here, just breaking that 425. So watching to see where we end up end of day. We're the middle of the day. Remember that. So all of these massive spikes could turn back around. This is heading up right now. We had a doji right here, high volume doji. They took it out. Keep watch. Let's set an alert for crossing down 397.25. Would be a good area to check out. All right, Yandex. Let's check out Square. If you guys put in one and I missed it, just let me know. We've got Waffu. Symbol run up was under $12 and internet disappeared. Pokeyum. I don't know what it is. Oh, pissed. Ha 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 ha. That was really funny. You guys can tell I'm tired when I do stuff like that. So here we go. We have this testing potentially right here. The support level right here. Broke above it. Now it's resistance. So watch to see if it can break up above 231.92. And then if we close below, I would say below 224.40, which also happens to be that trend line. Look at how that trend line shows up right here, right? So if we break back down below that, we'll likely be coming back down to 219.80 area for Square, in my opinion. Plug, remember guys, this is all for educational purposes, so please know that. These are my opinions. I'm not a financial advisor. Little disclaimer. Okay, that's done. Right here, we hit resistance over here. So broke down from that resistance, and I'd watch if we're able to hold up above that 161. We talked about this yesterday as well. Edit. So edit, bouncing off of the 425, came up, bounce. Will we continue to the upside or roll down further? This is testing that 425. You can see the 425 comes into play on multiple different time frames. 24 hours, 15 minute, 45 minute. It's something that if you look at it, that you're able to see, oh my goodness, this really plays a role. So try the 425 EMA on your charts, all right? And a reminder, if you guys like the live stream, please hit that like and share with your friends, because I enjoy helping other people, and why not, right? It's free. OTRK. Yeah, we'll look at that. OTRK, on track. What is this in relation to? Medical nursing. Is this in online medical records? So right here, so 40 looks to be pretty strong. It broke down below. Hey, look, there's that 425 again. Oh my goodness, that 425 again. Who gave me these? Who gave me OTRK? Right away. Who is that? everything's monetizable. Are you using the 425 everything's monetizable? Because all of these are hitting those price levels. Yes, Catherine, I'll check out Cardano as well. We'll do that at the end. So let's add UBS. And actually, I'll add on ADA, USD, Kraken. All right, PACB. So this is starting to curl up. A lot of stocks are green today. Let's also look at the SPY holdings and let's see. Most of them are green right at the moment, so you would expect them all to be green. Let's check out the Qs. Qs are pretty much green as well. Dow Jones, pretty much green except for Triple M, CAT, and IWM. PACB looks like it is starting to have a bit of a wedge right here, or a little triangle flag. Maybe it will break out to the upside. If not, it could break back down, maybe come down here to 3180. Right there. All right. It's okay, guys. Don't fight. Don't fight. If there's something, I just ignore it, so don't worry. All right. TIGR. So bouncing off of the 161 EMA over here and breaking the resistance from earnings. So as I can say, usually you see 1, 2, 3. So this looks like that was the third day. We had a bit of a hammer. We had higher volume than the day before. We bounced it off of an EMA and then moved to the upside. So interesting to see, is this going to break above this $18 mark and then continue? Or are these just the bounces into the middle of the day, right? And now we're going to roll back over. All right, guys, just drop it. It's done. Don't worry about it. LAC, very similar. We went over this yesterday, and they did bounce off of that 161. A lot of bounce moves today. Will it continue? Is this the reversal point? We see the market take off, or is this simply a dead cat bounce day and we start to see selling come in and drop down below? Is this in relation to Tesla with all of their batteries and everything like that, all sorts of things with lithium? It seems like all of the commodities are up today. So SMH, we'll look at it. Jacob, did I miss yours? You asked me to look at something, right? Going back, Riot. We did Riot. Yeah, okay. And we'll add fuel cell on here as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to mute both of you. You both are going in a timeout, okay? Both in a timeout from chat. All right, I'm not going to take meanness on any side. All right. So if there's something that you don't like, I appreciate you guys speaking up, but it's okay. It's not even worth the energy, honestly. Just let it go. Okay, so SMH looks like we have a W right here. Life is way too short. Just stay positive. It's the first time I've had to really mute a discussion on here. Okay, drop it. We're talking stocks. We're not talking about people's personalities. Otherwise, I will shut down the stream for the day. We'll just keep it clean and fair. So this looks like a W right here, and 220 up to roughly 240. So this might have a nice move up to 260. Looking at it like that. Maybe. Is that what, were you looking at the calculator? That's what you were looking at? All right, so GME, I just have to make sure that nothing's changed because I'm sharing my charts on another screen. So here we have GameStop. It's starting to curl over. We talked about it yesterday. We have the cup and handle Wednesday tends to be big movement days for GameStop. We came down, we bounced off of the 200 simple moving average on the 15-minute. You can see how the 50 simple and the 200 are acting as a resistance and a support down here. So I'd watch for a break up above 196 or a break down below 187. In here, it's sort of chop salad lunchtime. Wait until the meal is done and it moves one way or the other. So here, let's go to Waffu. All right, so Waffu, breakout over 1220, very easy to see that that would be an area that it, or $12 that would potentially have volume come in. Sure enough, it broke $12, volume comes in, came back and broke the new high over here, volume comes in. Now we have a support and resistance area right here to right here, a bit of an ascending triangle. Hey, if we have this breakout to the upside, the low is 13, this is 15, I would anticipate a move up to $17 if it does break out up above $15, but it does look like there's strong resistance right here, so I'd wait for that confirmed move personally, and then it might run up to $17. Okay, UBS. So UBS banking right now is not looking that amazing to me. It just seems like it's really breaking down. Let me turn on my 21 EMA over here. Is this 21? Yeah. So we are just down below the 21 EMA. Let's turn on the 161. No, that's not 161. Oh, 161 is way down below down here. So let's add our 50. There we go, 50 and 200. So you can see it's really held support as of 50 right here. So watching to see if this 1540 breaks down. If it does break down, I'd watch for down here, probably down to $14 on UBS. Cardano looks to be correcting a little bit, but we are in a wedge, right? So looking for this wedge to hold. If it breaks down below 116, I would look for that 113 test or above 131. All right, fuel cell, and then we will check out GTR USD. All right, so fuel cell bouncing still. Again, I would want to see confirmation up above $15 for fuel cell over here. I'd want to see that breakout happen to the upside. It did break here, but we need to still have it finish strong. So it found resistance up around 1440, a bit of a sell-off, higher volume on the candlestick. We broke down below. Would need for it to break back to the upside and close strong on the day. Let's look at GTR USD. Do we have that? I don't have access to that on here. J, sorry. GRT. Oh, there you go. GRT USD. You actually probably had it right. GRT. So this looks like it's found support down here, 133. Yeah, it's okay. And a bit of resistance right here at 181. Also have this 50 simple moving average. When we look at it on the 15-minute chart, look, it's hanging out at that 425. So maybe we're going to see support come in here. It's also bounced off of the 21. So potential, right? If this were, I were to get into this, I would use the 167.33 as my support. Hey, if we break down and close back down below there. Otherwise, this could move back up pretty clear as long as we get up above 176 right here, which was the 200 simple on the 15-minute chart. Let's check the 45-minute chart and see. 45-minute chart, look at how it bounced right there. And I would like to see it close up above 172. Yeah, same thing, 176.86. Once it goes up above there on the 45-minute chart, you have pretty clear skies, and you can see there's a clear downward trend right here. Once it broke the downward trend, volume came into it. So it depends as well how long you plan on being into these trades, what time frame you're going to use for your charts. If you're looking more for day trade, hey, look at how it bounced off of here. Like the fact that it broke out and then we have higher volume here. Don't like that it's below that volume, but it did bounce off of the EMA, bounced off of the trend line. That's a lower risk entry for the break in trend. on this bull flag right here. Okay, and AAVE, never heard of it, but we can look at it. I like Kraken because I use Kraken. So this looks like on the 45-minute has a little bit of a rounded top, almost like this, right? So it came up, reversal points, pulled all the way back down, bought, and now it's not holding up above this trend line. So feels a little bit more bearish right now on this side to come back down again to 365, which it hit over here. Let's do this. You can see that it's in this wedge right now. I would watch and see, but it also has the wedge that's set up over here on the 45-minute chart. So it could be setting up for a breakout. I would like to see a breakout up above, but we have selling pressure that came at the top of this trend line here, and then big move to the downside. People bought in potentially on this bounce. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. All right, we're going to keep my personal life out of this, guys. We are talking stocks. So 365 right here looks like an inverted head and shoulders and move to the upside, and then it topped out up at 385. So watch, we have a shoulder, potentially head, shoulder, getting mixed signals on this one. And Ericsson and Ethereum, and that's going to be it, or the ETHE, because my throat is dry. I need some water. Ericsson looks like it has, I don't know what this is. That a chart? Oh, that's just the chart. That's a weird, crazy spike on the chart. I thought I had a line drawn there. So it looks like this is topped off 1375, and it's coming up a little bit of a wedge right here. Not really, but a little bit. Right there. So it's testing the trend line right there. Are we going to see that this is going to continue down? We had the dividends today. That's likely the reason why we're seeing a bit of a drawdown. Dividends of 8 cents. It's down 8 cents. Means that the market is in agreement with this dividend. If it closes up above less than 8 cents, it's stronger than expected. Lower than 8 cents today, it is weaker than expected. All right. Get rid of the lines. If I have too many lines, I can't save my drawings. So ETHE is not quite as strong as the actual coin. So we have this trend line here. I'm going to move that up there, and we'll get rid. This is a longer term trend line from back here, back in June, and we can adjust that because we had this one right here. So for now, let's see, let's adjust this over here. And then we had a bigger drop down right there. So have some space for it to run up to 2107 or break down further down to 15.6. There we go. Okay, Jay, last one. I keep saying last one. Last one. The BNB, if I can't find it, USD, oh, we're done. Okay, I found it. I get tired of talking. BNB, so we had a bit of a trend line breakout right here. Not a lot of volume came into it, but now it's hitting this area over here. Did we have high volume there? Yes, we did, down below. And this could, I'd say if this breaks above 320, we're definitely going to 340 on this, in my opinion. So you tend to usually find when a company has their dividend day that the stock tends to dip. Never understand why. Yeah, because of the dip. Yeah. Thank you, Walter. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. I hope you have an amazing day. Get ready for this afternoon. We might have some interesting things coming out with Biden after the market closes. Watch the banks for the end of the day. Those could prove to give some more indications on where the market might be going. XLF, also Dow Jones Industrial Average. Watch those two today for the end of the day. Have an amazing day, and thank you guys for joining me. Love you all, and Carpe Profit. Seize those profits one trade at a time. I will see you all tomorrow. Don't forget that tomorrow is the last day in the trading week because of Easter this weekend. So remember that as well if you are trading options. Have a great one.